Well, good afternoon, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's having a great Monday. Don't forget tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern, we'll be having our regular live stream where we'll be talking about all the things that are happening. Okay, let me just stop right there. We ain't talking about all the things that are happening. The only thing we really talking about is Micah Parsons and Jerry Jones, okay? You know what? As much as we hate Jerry Jones, you got to recognize how good that mother humper is. When you think that on one weekend, he not only captured all of the media attention, of all sports, okay? Let's be clear, all sports. We had the Hall of Fame weekend. And I still don't even know what the Hall of Fame speeches were. I don't even know if anybody cried. We had the Hall of Fame game on Thursday. We had Trey Lance in there, who actually played well. Ain't nobody talking about Trigger Trey. And he literally got Rock Nation, and Nicki Minaj to chime in on this shit and get pissed off on that, as well as Des Bryant. And having all of his former players basically now saying, it's on you, Jerry. It's on you. He's literally turned the stomach of every single Dallas Cowboy fan who has gone back to remembering when he said, we're all in, and did absolutely, positively nothing. I mean nothing to make the team any better. And before anybody, I want you to remember this time, because it's not like it's something that's forgettable. We went through this last year with CeeDee Lamb. As we're going through, and I've got Philly 500 every day sending me a picture of Micah Parsons, actually not every day, every hour on the hour, sending me a picture of Micah Parsons in another team's uniform. Okay, every hour on the hour. It's like, it's 12 o'clock. Ding dong, here comes Philly 500 with another picture. It literally is that bad. I got trolls that team is ass like Jay Maxwell going through saying I done lost it. I literally have a live stream that's going crazy where Holly Pierce had to said, I don't have a dick to put in my mouth, so I don't have one in there, because that's what Leo had said about Cowboy fans. But he was actually talking about Jerry Jones, okay? He was talking about Jerry Jones, who was talking about the size of a man's junk with Jamie Foxx. All this has nothing to do with actually anybody practicing, anybody playing, any games, the season opener. The fact that there's an article out there today saying that Jalen Hurts is being overshadowed by the backup quarterback. Nobody cares. And all this because Jerry Jones is out there grandstanding, okay? And snapping his fingers, and everybody is right there, bowing down to his every word. You got to recognize the power that he yields. I was saying to my wife that he is like the Emperor from Star Wars. He feeds on the negativity. Feel your hate, boy. You know from Star Wars, right? The power of the dark side. The power of Jerry Jones. So the question will be is, after not having a practice yesterday, okay? We didn't get anything from Micah other than, if I'm no longer a Cowboy, I can see myself playing with the Steelers, right? The funniest thing about all this is how everybody has talked about how Micah Parsons isn't that good, right? They say, oh, he's just a pass rusher, okay? He sucks as far as run stopping, okay? He's overrated. Yet, every mother humping team out there is talking about wanting him and making a trade and what they would give up to get him. That's the funniest thing that I got right there. Because even Khalil Mack is like, yo, bro, I'd love to have me some Micah Parsons there right next to me. So everybody wants Micah Parsons, okay? will be interesting to see today after not having practice yesterday, okay? Not seeing Jerry Jones, who was grandstanding and swearing that we had a deal. We had a deal. And literally feeling like Micah reneged. Like it was a game of spades, okay? Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, we can't be friends. You don't know what reneging in spades is. We can't be friends, okay? Right, Tracy?
That's correct.
That's right, okay? You renege in spades, I'll cut you. I'll cut you, okay? Well, actually, I'm going to cut you. I'm not trying to get in jail. But you understand that. It's that serious, okay? Jerry Jones feels like Micah Parsons reneged on the deal and the offer that he thought he had in his mind. And see, what we have here is a failure to communicate. You know that, Tracy?
I do.
What we have here is a failure to communicate. And if you know what movie that's from, you are an old ass like me. Because that was one of my dad's favorite movies, okay? All right?
What movie is it?
Huh? What we have here, son, is a failure to
I know, I don't
communicate.
remember. What is it?
Oh man, Cool Hand Luke, Paul Newman. Okay, that was the country
I never knew it.
the country sheriff there as they were beating him. Okay, anyway, I digress. Okay, but I'm old, and if you do remember that, then we can be friends. All right, but what we have here is Micah Parsons understanding. I got an agent who's going to get 10% of my money for working out a deal. So Jerry, I need you to call him so he can make his money legitimately, not for me doing work. Micah Parsons went in there thinking, we're going to talk about things like coaching staff, of leadership, of ways of trying to win a Super Bowl. Jerry Jones looked at it as, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get this deal done without the agent because David Melagetta keeps bending me over backwards and taking all my money. He's literally shaking me upside down and taking all my money. So I'm going to get this, with Micah Parsons, who just fell off the salad truck. I'm going to woo him with some big numbers, and I'm going to be able to fleece him. And so Jerry Jones feels like Micah made a deal with him, but didn't actually follow through with it. And here's where we have the problem. Micah Parsons, not one to be denigrated and trashed about his reputation, and Jerry Jones, a rich mother humper who gives no F's about anything other than having his way. And what will be interesting, as I've said a couple of times, is after having a day to cool down away from the media, how they will respond today at practice. Will Micah Parsons still be zipping in and out, within feet of Stephen Jones? Will Stephen Jones still be yucking it up with his boys and everything else and acting like none of this bothers him? Will Jerry Jones still be grandstanding and saying that we had a deal and we've been negotiating since September? That's where we are. And with that, we'll have to wait and see. All right, people. Peace out.